welcome to my channel. My name's Mabel. This is Mabel Journals. And in today's video, we are actually going to go over my reading journal. Not my reading journal from this year, not quite yet, but we are going to go over my 2025 reading journal. I did do a setup video and I have done a few other videos on my reading journal. This is like the flip through, like the final flip through, like I've completely finished it. I don't plan on adding anything else to this journal. Here is my 2025 reading journal. I absolutely loved this journal. I had such a fun time with it, but I am a little bit disappointed because I didn't get to like completely finish it. My other reading journals that I've finished in the past are like completely full, like maybe there's like 4 or 5 pages left at the end. But this one, since I was pregnant and you know, a lot of stuff was going on in my life, I didn't have a chance to like go as fully as I wanted to. So you are going to see some different types of layouts for each book that I finished. You are going to see the months are a little bit different at the end. And I kind of used this opportunity to see like what I liked and what I didn't like in terms of like what my monthly spreads were going to look like. And so I did try a lot of new things in this one. For me, it was just, I know for next year I wanted it to be a little bit more low maintenance. I feel like every single month I have so many things to update in my journal that at this point, even though it's fun, it's like very time consuming. And now I'm obviously a mother and I'm still wanting to read more than I am journaling because reading is one of my favorite things to do. And I still enjoy journaling, but the whole point is to read. So I wanted to make sure that when I was journaling that it wasn't taking up too much of my time, but still a good amount where I felt like, yay, I'm having a good time journaling. Hopefully all of that made sense. Like I said, I am going to go over this journal. If you don't want a like talkative walkthrough of what this journal is, I do have a short that should already be out. I'll put it up in the cards if it is. If not, it will be out soon where I'm just flipping through the journal. But in this one, you are going to get like a little bit of like an explanation. We're going to talk a little bit about like what's in it. I absolutely love this journal. Like I said, it's one of my favorites and I'm just so sad I didn't get to like finish it. I did debate whether or not I should continue 2026 in this one. Ultimately, I decided I was just going to do a new journal because it had a different... My 2026 reading journal does look a lot more different than my 2025 reading journal. And because the vibes are so different, because I wanted to make room to make sure that I was able to like really encompass everything I wanted to do in that journal, I did move on to a new journal. Will I ever come back to this journal? I doubt it because it's just going to be like a little too weird for me. I'm very happy that I was able to at least finish the books that I've read. In this reading journal, I read about 42 books, I believe, or something like that. Usually in my past reading journals, I've read like about 175, you know, a good chunk. 42 is still in my opinion, a very, very large amount. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just letting you know that it's not as many books as I've read in the past. That was a very long intro. I guess I missed talking to you guys. But without further ado, let's jump into the journal.
Okay, so here she is up close and personal. This is the B5 Archer and Olive notebook or journal, I should say. It has like a suede type of texture to it. And it also has like beautiful gold foiling. It's called the Keeper of Bees, I believe. And they still have it on the website last I checked, along with another color as well. I really, really loved this notebook. As you can tell in the title page, I had like a transparent cover just to keep it nice and clean. But since I'm not adding anything else to this journal, I'm keeping it as it is. I will not be using that cover any longer. And I'm just going to admire her for the journal that she is. It also feels like a brand new notebook just because of the fact that, you know, I've never felt her like as often as I do like this. Usually it's like that plastic covering. So let's open her up. Okay, so first page, you have like this beautiful gold foiling. I added some little stickers on there. This is my, as you can tell, nameplate. I like to use my nameplate usually as a little vision board type situation, just to keep me kind of understanding like what kind of vibes I'm looking for. Since the cover is like this beautiful teal with gold, I wanted to like do like a dark academia, but like a light version. So like a light academia. And that's basically what I stuck for the rest of the journal. Here you will see my rating system, and then here is my title page. I like to do the rating systems fairly simple. It just makes it a lot easier when rating, and honestly, I don't think it's really a problem if I end up changing the rating later on, so I try to keep it as simple as possible. This is my index page. Normally, all I would do is just write whatever topic it is or whatever book I'm logging in, and then on the right hand side, I will put the page number, and you'll see on the corner that I have little stickers with the corresponding numbers. Unfortunately, I didn't get through these last three index pages, but that's okay. Next, I have my reading challenge spread. Very simple. I just highlight the square with the number of book that I finished. So this year I was able to get to 42 books. This spread I'm no longer ever going to do, just because I don't normally open my book when I'm like, oh, I didn't buy a book. Let me go get my reading journal. So I realized that this didn't really work out for me. The idea was on the left-hand side, I would highlight every week I didn't buy a book. And then on the right-hand side, these were the only books I was allowing myself to purchase in the year. And this worked out in the sense that I basically bought all of these books last year, except for this one. But this didn't work out because, as you can tell, I only had 2 highlighted on there. This next spread is where I wrote down any purchased books, and then this is where I wrote down any gifted ARCs or finished copies of books that were sent to me. Unfortunately, I did not get through this spread either. I only got through January, and you can probably see that I didn't even follow my book buying ban in just the first month, because I basically bought a book, not every day, but like definitely every week, which is kind of unfortunate. This is my 25 books of 2025. I have a love-hate relationship with this spread. Love because it just looks so beautiful and so satisfying. And I love to create this spread every year because I like to choose the books. This year in particular, I chose books that I already owned because I figured it might be easier. But unfortunately, it did not pan through. I only completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, which is better than nothing, but I kind of wish I did a little more than that. These were all books that I was looking forward to as well, so absolutely will get to at some point, but at this point, it's not happening. It obviously didn't happen in 2025. Series to finish. This is another one that I obviously didn't do so well on. I was able to complete 3 series and I started 5. I think Crimson Moth I had started the year before, and that's the only one, and maybe Love Light Farms as well. But the Skyland and Caraval I did start this year and I finished it this year, so I felt happy about that. But there are just so many other series that I really want to get into. This is my daily reading. I would just highlight whatever date I read. I think I did pretty well on this one. This is my bookshelfie. I love this spread normally, but this year it's just a little bit sad because, again, I didn't get to complete all of the books that I wanted to. I'm thankful that I got, a good chunk in there, but it just looks so empty on this other side. These are my monthly statistics. I like to keep track of the amount of pages, average rating, genre, and books that I read every single month. I think the only thing I wish I changed about this spread was having a yearly statistic. So how many pages, average rating, genres, and books I read in the full year, just to have one big number. I think that might be fun. And this is my genre tracker. This year, I actually did a little bit different. Normally, if a book is primarily romance, I just check off romance. But in this scenario, if it was like a romantasy, or if it was like, I don't know, like a combination of 2, I would cross off both. So if a romantasy, as an example, I would cross off romance and I would cross off fantasy. And that just gives me a good idea of what types of genres I looked into or I got, even if it wasn't like that full genre, if that makes sense. And if it's contemporary romance, I think that was probably one of the most popular that I crossed off, because a lot of contemporary romances just fall under romance instead of both. So I wanted to make sure that I kept track of that as well. And then this is my title page for my monthly reviews. This is the first month, and I basically followed this format with the remaining months, or a few of the beginning months, I should say, not the remaining. I have like a little calendar here, and then I have the rated books here, and then here I have the pages that I read every day. So on this axis, you can see the days, and down here you can see the pages. And so the way that I did it, very similar to years past, is that the color I used to rate it is basically that book's identifier. I would highlight the dates that I read, and then I would also highlight in that same color the amount of pages each day that I read. So for example, First Time Caller, I read from January 13 to January 17. I rated it a 4-star, and then I would write, the first day, the 13th, I read 100 pages, then 40, then 80, then 70, and then 158. So that just gives me a good indication of, oh, once I got like a certain amount full, I just wanted to finish it the next day, clearly. And for each review, I created a spread that I think this was very similar to last year, my start and end, the pages that were in this book, the genre, the format that I read it in, the rating I gave it, the spice rating if it had spice, the publisher, and the release date. And then afterwards, I would write a little synopsis. This is a little different than how I did it in the past, I think, or maybe it's the same. I don't remember how I did it last year. I think I did it maybe very similar to this, actually. But anyways, I'd write a small synopsis, and then I would write the review. And in the review, I normally would have at least 1 to 2 quotes that spoke to me. And then at the end, I would fill in the colored stars. I would write the rating and put the stars, because sometimes if I did like a 3.75, it's hard to tell with the stars if I meant to do that, or if it was supposed to be half, or just so there's no question, I would just write the rating. I liked A Merry Little Meet Cute. I just thought it was missing something, and for a holiday romance, I didn't feel too holiday, if that makes sense. I felt like it could have been any other holiday. It didn't technically feel like a Christmas or anything like that. I don't know. It was cute though. It was a meet cute. It was cute. First Time Caller, I loved. I thought that was one of BK Borison's best. Loved this series by Kennedy Ryan so much. It's a 5-star series for me. In the Weeds, another BK Borison, loved it so much. I want to get a finish on this series, because this is the second book in the series, the Love Light Farm series, and I want to read the other 2 books in it. This one, A Man Called Ove, I also really loved. And then we've reached February, very similar format. I read 4 books in the month of February. Remarkably Bright Creatures, I really loved this one. I gave this one a 4-star, and a movie's coming out for it, so I'm really excited about that. And then this one's Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson. If you've read Black Cake by her, this one has a very similar vibe, but it's very different. So if you enjoyed that one, you definitely will enjoy this one as well. I thought it was so good. Jojo Moyes, this is one of my favorite Jojo Moyes' books. I actually was able to go to an event for it as well, where we would like create a bouquet of flowers, and we took pictures and chatted about the book. It was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it, but the book overall was also very good. There was a lot of like redemption arcs and a lot of characters, but they were all done very, very well. Onyx Storm, I'd say, was probably the biggest disappointment. I thought the series started off really strong, but right now I'm not really a huge fan. And then we reached March. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books in March. Finley Donovan series is one of the books. I will always buy the next book in this one. Lucky for me though, the publisher has been sending me the new ones that come out, because I've done a few videos for them, and I really, really appreciate it. I have the next one after this one that is in my TBR, so I'm excited to get to that. When the Moon Hatched, I'm excited for the second book on that series as well. Hooked is probably the biggest disappointment of the year so far. I think I was under the impression that it was a fantasy when I read it, like a dark fantasy, and it wasn't. It was a dark romance, which is great, but at the same time, I was like really expecting fantasy, because it's basically a reiteration or like a reimagined version of very popular Disney and, you know, children tales. And this one follows Peter Pan, which took a very interesting spin. I just was not a fan of how it ended. I wasn't a fan of a lot of stuff. I just felt like it was poorly done, in my opinion. I think it was interesting and it was a quick read, but I wasn't loving it. I am going to continue the series because I actually own the whole series. So I'm going to see if the second one speaks to me a little bit more than this one and see if I continue. If not, I will probably do away with the series and give it away or something like that. Let me know if you've read Hooked or anything else in the series and if it follows a similar pattern or what you thought about it. Then I read The Unworthy, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was very well done. It's a short read, but it literally felt like a fever dream, and I really enjoyed it. Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I thought it was good. Not her best, but I did really enjoy this one. I thought the Olympics and the swimming and all of that, like it fit really well with everything. So I did enjoy it. I just wish I enjoyed it a little bit more. The Strawberry Patch Pancake House, I really, really enjoyed. I love this series overall. I know a lot of people think that it's just repetitive or whatever they might say. I think that I take these books for what they are. They are fluffy, they are sweet, they are cute, and I really enjoy it. I think they follow Gilmore Girls town, Dream Harbor. I don't know if, because I've never watched Gilmore Girls, so I'm not really sure what the town is called, but this one's called Dream Harbor, and it's supposed to be like have the Gilmore Girls theme in there, similar to that town that they grew up in. But I don't know, I take it for what it is. I really enjoy these books. I think that they're so fun. I think that the romance in them is cute and very Hallmark coded as well. So if you're not a Hallmark movie watcher, especially in the romance category, I probably wouldn't recommend these to you. But if you're looking for like a beautiful, cute palette cleanser, something fluffy, something easy, audiobook in the car, you know, reading at, you know, when you're taking a walk, something like that, I just feel like this is the type of book that would follow that. And then lastly, I read a short story by Abby Jimenez. I think this was like the Valentine's Day series that Amazon had, and it's called The Fall Risk. I really liked that one. And here, this was just a blank page because since I read an odd number, 7, I didn't know what to do with this page. I obviously couldn't start the new month, so I just put this book wish list spread on there. And then we reached April. I really loved April, my April spread, how it came out. I mean, this is marker in the back, like it's not like a page or anything, and I feel like it fit so well. This is where I followed a different format. As you can see, I was getting super overwhelmed creating one full spread for each book, and I was so behind that I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do 2 books per page, and this worked out really nicely for me. I loved Rebel Witch. This is a 5-star series for me. It's a duology. I think that this was just one of the best. Checkmate I thought was okay. It was a little too long for what it was. What the River Knows, I thought this was so interesting, very museum-esque, very, I've never watched The Mummy, to be honest with you, but I feel like it's kind of coded in that way. I don't know why, but that's just the feeling I get. Let me know if you've read this and watched The Mummy and you agree with me or disagree with me, because I'm curious, but that's just how I felt while I was reading. I felt like if I had watched The Mummy, that would give me very similar vibes, because they're looking for something, and I don't know, it seemed very interesting to me. Emily Henry, Great Big Beautiful Lie, Great Big Beautiful Life. I was not a fan of this one. I think she has better books out there. This one I wasn't loving. And then for the remaining 4 months after, and for the next 4 months after that, May, June, July, and August, I just combined all of the spreads. Similar spread as you can see for April, but I just put them all together. So this is just for the summer by Abby Jimenez. I absolutely loved that book. I love that whole series. And then for this is the Part of Your World series, by the way. And then this one, the Skyland series by Kennedy Ryan, super strong. Absolutely loved it. This is Hendrik's story. I didn't rate it as highly as the other two. I think the other two got 5 stars for me. I think this one I expected a little bit more because I love Hendrix. I think she was my favorite. So I was expecting a little bit more, but it was still really good. Say You'll Remember Me is a new series at the time that Abby came up with, and I loved it and I enjoyed it, and I'm excited for this next book. I have to read it. I own it already. I think it's called The Night We Met. The Night We Met? Yeah. Caraval series I started. I really liked that series overall. This was the second book in, I don't know what the series is called, but it's the second book. The first one's You Had Me at Hola, which I enjoyed, and this is another sister or cousin or something, and this is her love story, and I thought it was really cute. Legendary is the second book in the Caraval series. I really liked that one as well. Wild and Wrangled is the last book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series, which I really loved. I enjoyed this one, but not as much as the other ones. I think I was expecting so much more from Cam. That's her, Cam, but I still liked it. And she also came out with a new series called, I think it's called Sweetwater Peak or something like that. And some of the characters in this show up in that series as well. It's not a cowboy romance, but it's still really fun. I think it's like paranormal romance or something like that. I did read it, but like, I'm not sure if it falls under paranormal, but there are ghosts. That's all I'm gonna say. And then Finale, really, really loved this. I thought it was a very strong series. It's YA, so take it for what it is, but I love YA fantasies, so I really enjoyed this a lot. Never Been Shipped, not my favorite. I thought the idea was great. I just didn't feel as strongly about these as I do as her other ones. I liked Cold World a lot, so I think I maybe still be comparing all her books to that one because it was literally my favorite book of hers ever. So not a huge fan of this one, but it was still cute. Let's see, Thrown in the Dark. I loved this series too. It's book 1 in the Villains and Virtues. I thought it was really cute, funny. It's basically a quest they go on, and I just thought it was very well done. I'm excited to continue this series, but I just want to kind of take my time because I want to read one after the other, and I have so many books that I want to read before that, but I will get to the rest of that series. And then we got to a point where I wanted to try and see if I can do like a full spread for each month because I was, you know, there's like 4 more months left in the year, and I had so many pages. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to make each month a full 2 pages, and then each spread is going to be a full 2 pages as well. But I only did that with 1 book. This is just a little trailer of what I've decided to do in my next reading journal. And I loved Quicksilver. I thought it was so good, and I need to still read the second one in the series. Like I said, it was only 1 book. We're now in October. I did a very similar thing. This was also fun because I was able to use a lot of stickers that I hadn't really had a use for before that. So I enjoyed doing that. And then I ended up doing a whole trilogy in 2 pages instead of like one by one because this whole trilogy follows the same vibe. This is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. It's a very cute romance, YA romance. I prefer YA fantasy over YA romance, but I thought this was really cute. Well, Actually is a romance. I thought it was cute. Not my favorite in the whole entire world, but I thought it was really cute. Mate, I expected a lot more from because I loved Bride, and so this one just felt like we were like going in circles for a really long time. I actually didn't fill this part out, so I have to fill that out. And then I started doing this format, which is where I have 1 page for the month. And the month of November, I think I only read The Guest List by Lucy Foley. I think it was pretty good. It was a thriller. I think it was a thriller, one of the first thrillers I read in a while. So I thought it was cute. I thought it was good. December, did the same thing. And then I read The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I feel like I have been forgetting about Catherine Center and how much I love her books. I read Hello Stranger, I think last year or the year before, I forget. But I really liked that one. And this one I liked more, so I want to keep reading more of her books. This is also coming out with a movie, which I think they're calling Guarding Stars or something like that, because there's already a movie called The Bodyguard. So I'm excited to see that. Alchemy of Secrets is another Stephanie Garber book that just came out, and I thought that was done really well. I really enjoyed that one. And The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, absolutely loved. Newfound Family, all the things I love in a fantasy, in a cozy fantasy, this one had. And last but not least, I read Bringing Down the Duke. This is a historical romance, super, super well done. I was looking for something similar to the Bridgertons, but maybe a little bit better or something, just, I don't know, another series like that, because I really enjoyed it. And this one was really good. I think I enjoy it a little bit more than Bridgerton, to be honest with you, because since Bridgerton follows like one family member, this one has like, I felt like this one had a little bit more depth. Other than romance, it had more. And so I did enjoy that. I want to continue this series as well. So that concludes my reading journal for 2025. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.
Alright, so that concludes the video for my Reading Journal 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about any of the materials. I tried to put, you know, some of the things down there, but if there's anything you have questions on, let me know. I'm super excited to show you my 26th reading journal, so keep an eye out for that. And if you made it to the very end of this video, I appreciate you and absolutely love you, and I'm just so excited to continue on getting to know you and getting to know me through this journey. Please leave a journal emoji on the comments, and also let me know if you have a reading journal, or if yours is digital, or if you'd rather not have one. I'm just curious to see, you know, what you're interested in and what kind of things you do as well. I guess I'll let y'all go, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!